my angels. Excuse the background. I'm in the middle of completely spring cleaning, early spring cleaning my house, getting rid of a lot of stuff. I just wanted to update you on Aislin's bullying situation. So I told you in my last video, or for those of you that haven't seen it yet, or if you're new, welcome. Please, I would so appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button and like this video. So with that said, I took my son out of school a little over a month ago he came home and he didn't tell me right away. A few days went by. I'd noticed my son has nightmares. He's special needs, and it's been a very rough few years. Specialists, caseworkers, doctors, getting him diagnosed, it's been a long road. So, and we went through something when he was a baby. He does not remember, but when something traumatic happens to you, even if you don't remember, the mind remembers, your subconscious remembers. So that's why sometimes people, they have triggers, could be sight, sound, smell, all your senses go into overdrive. It comes out in your nightmares. You react to things differently. So that could be a possibility why certain things with Aislinn, like his nightmares, come out sometimes. But I noticed that they had gotten worse over a period of a few days. My son tells me everything. And that's why I'm so upset by this, because he didn't tell me until a week after it happened. Again, kids have a tendency to lie, over-exaggerate, and my son is no different. But I know when my son is telling me the truth, and I know when he's lying. And even if he's lying, in the end, he always tells me the truth. This time, I know for a fact he was not lying. His nightmares, the way he was acting. My son fucking loves school. Loves it. And even though he doesn't have friends because of his behavior, he's still such a huge lover of people. He's got so much. He's got more empathy in that little boy than any adult, every adult combined that I've ever met in my life. It's kind of scary sometimes, because he'll go up and hug strangers and tell them he loves them. But that's typical of his special needs. So anyways, we were laying there one night watching a movie, eating our popcorn, and he confided in me. I was so fucking upset. I was upset that he felt he couldn't come to me. I was angry that it even happened, because since my son started school 3 years ago, because of his special needs, because he's a flight risk, he's a runner, he does not listen, he's extremely impulsive. There's eyes on him 24/7. Well, I'm being figuratively, but the whole time he's at school, there's eyes on him the whole time. So the fact that nobody saw it, it kind of made me wonder. But I did not want to doubt my own child, especially when he was so traumatized by this. I did believe him, and I still do, and I know he's not lying. So I know I should have immediately went to the school, but I know me, and I know my temper, especially when it comes to people I care about, but multiply that by 1 billion when it comes to my cubs, my children, especially Aislinn, because my girls are older. I'm viciously protective of them, but Aislinn is only 6. He's special needs. He's already been through something traumatic. So I did not want to do something that would cause me to do something based on my emotions, and then he'll not be able to go back to that school, or I get arrested, or God knows what. So I wanted to give myself some time. So that's why I've been homeschooling him. But then I found out that a friend of mine had told me her daughter used to go to that school. I'm not going to mention any names, just out of respect, and I don't know. But supposedly there was a child at this school that had been violent to other children, and that they thought that was a possibility. It was him. Come to find out, he was in one of the older classes, and Aislinn, when he's out to recess, it's only grades 1 to grade 3, and this child was in the higher grades. So it wasn't him. But I didn't know that until I went and talked to the school. So that was another reason. That just made me freaking angrier. Hello, Columbine. All these school shootings. I just had all these horrible things running through my head. But I felt horrible because my son's teachers are by far one of the best teachers he's ever had. The teachers he's had at the whole time at that school have been the best teachers that I've ever met in my over 20 years of being a mother. They have gone above and beyond for us. The principal, the resource teacher, his teachers, the EAs, they have been like a family to us. They have helped us so much. And I felt so bad because one of his teachers especially, we talked about everything. I confided in her with everything. She tells me everything. I meet with his teachers every single day. I know everything that's going on in his school. So when I didn't know about this, I hadn't heard anything about this, that's what angered me. And I didn't want to take it out on them. I wanted to calm down. I wanted to be sure. So they were upset with me in the end that I hadn't come to them. And they had every right to be, because I should have. But that's just me. I'm the kind of person where I have a very hard time showing my feelings. I am the best listener in the world. I've been told that I should be a shrink because I'm so good at listening to other people's problems and being there for them. And I'm so empathetic, and I want to help so many people. I want to help the world. But when it comes to me, I suck at showing how I feel. I used to tell the whole fucking world how I felt, and I would cry about everything, and it was just like a big pity party. But just over the years, because of everything I've been through, I find it very hard to open up to people. And I do have bad temper, especially when it comes to my kids. So anyways, I went to the school yesterday, and I talked to the principal, and they were amazing. I went in there having no expectations, and I went in there thinking my son was not going back to that school. I was going to bring it to their attention because they needed to know, and I didn't want this to happen to another child. But they were so amazing. And on top of that, they offered me a part-time job, being a lunch monitor and a recess monitor. So that way I could have eyes on Aislinn most of the day. And I'll even be working in the classroom with him. I'm still going on all the class trips, but I'll be going to more events. And, I have to get a police check, which is not a big deal, but, and like they said that they don't, Aislinn plays a lot, and he jumps on kids too. Like I said, he's impulsive, and he does get rough, and he doesn't mean to. That's just, that's him. But they seem to think what I said earlier was maybe they just, because they've seen him jump on other kids and kids jump on him and they're outside playing, that they misinterpreted something, or maybe he misinterpreted it, or I don't know, but I just know that I'm his mama bear. I believe him, and I will advocate him to the day I die. And if he doesn't feel safe, then he's not going. But when he went there, oh my God, he's always saying, because he doesn't have friends. When he walked into that room, every single kid in there jumped up. Hey, Aislinn, oh, we missed you so much. Blah, blah, blah. They were all hugging the teacher. It was actually getting a little frustrated because it went on for so long. They were just, oh, Aislinn, we missed you so much. We're so happy you're here. And, just every single one of them wanted to hug him. And it was such a proud moment for me because he doesn't feel like he has many friends. And that made him feel like the most important little boy on the planet. So he's very excited to be back. I gave him the option. If you want to stay home with Mommy Bear, that's okay. I will homeschool you. But he really wanted to be there. So I'm glad that it worked out like this. So this way, as hard as it will be, going to school and running a business, to take a couple hours every day to be there, I will make it happen because my children will always come first. So I'm hesitant, I'm happy, I'm nervous, I'm so proud of him. I'm just so unbelievably proud of him. And I'm so grateful to the school for their support and making it to where I can be there, and he has the security of knowing I'm there, and I have the security knowing that he's in good hands. They even walked him, because he doesn't know who the boy was, they even walked him around recess yesterday so he could point out the child, but they didn't find him. Hopefully they will. But anyways, it turned out to be good. So it's getting used to being back home by myself again. I really miss him, and I really love to be here. But I know that school is so immensely important, and especially for Aislinn, who is not used to being around other kids and doesn't have the social skills that most children do. He really needs to be in a school environment. So for those of you that are being bullied, please do not wait. Tell the teacher, tell the principal, tell somebody, but most importantly, tell your mommy and daddy. That is so important, my darling. Please, you deserve to be safe, to feel safe, to go to school and learn and make friends and be happy. No one has the right to put their hands on you. No one, for any reason. Make sure you tell someone and know that there is nothing wrong with you. The person that's bullying you is only bullying you because somebody is hurting them. Physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. So they're feeling not in power. So they feel like they need to have power over someone to feel adequate. So they're in just as much pain. They're not just as much pain as you, but they're in pain. But whatever the reason is not okay that they're bullying you. And they need help just as much as you do, but them putting their hands on you, there is absolutely no excuse for that. And it needs to be taken care of. And if you don't speak up, if you don't tell somebody, then nobody's going to know, honey, and nobody can help you. And you deserve that. So please, darling, please tell somebody. Don't go through it alone. You do not have to go through it alone. There's somebody out there you can talk to. I promise you, okay? For the bullies, like I said, the only reason you're bullying is because you're feeling less than you are. Somebody's hurting you, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. You're in pain. You don't love yourself. Something's going on in your life that is making you feel powerless. So you feel like you need to have power over other people. But that is not the way. It is not okay to ever hurt somebody else just because you're hurting. Because the person you're bullying has never done anything to you. They don't deserve that any more than you don't deserve what's happening to you. And you don't bully for no reason. I truly believe that people don't bully for no reason. It's because it's what they were taught, or it's because they're being hurt themselves. So you need to get help just as much as the person you're bullying. So if it's happening at home, then tell a teacher, tell the principal, tell the resource teacher, a social worker, somebody, but tell an adult so you can get help, so you don't feel you have to hurt other people just to feel powerful. Because it is not okay for you to hurt other people or for anyone to hurt you. So please, this is why there's school shootings and school violence, because people are feeling powerless. So they feel like they have to have power over other people. And that is never okay. We need to learn to talk, to communicate. If we stay silent, nothing changes. It takes one person, one voice to make a huge difference in the world. The smallest person can impact the whole world. You have to know that. It starts with one person, one idea that blows up into something beautiful and wonderful. So please, talk to someone. Tell someone what's going on in your life. Don't keep it inside, because all it's going to do is fester and make you angry and more depressed, and it will spiral out of control till you just don't know what to do anymore. Please do not let it get that far. There are people out there who really care, and they do want to help. So please, use your voice that God gave you. He'll help you. He'll guide you. He'll be there for you. He's the one person in this world that will be there for you. Undeniably, unconditionally, always. Okay? So please, please talk to somebody. Let them know what you're feeling. It's very important you don't hold things inside. Let it out. People can't help you if you don't talk. Okay? Thank you so much for watching my channel, guys. And please, if you see somebody in trouble, don't turn a blind eye. Help them. Call somebody. Try to talk to them. Talk to their parents. Talk to their school. But please, don't think it's not your problem, because it is. It's everybody's problem. Because if it gets out of hand, then that's when the school shootings and the bullies and the pain and the suffering happens. It doesn't have to. The second you see something, you need to speak up. It's your duty. And these are children. They need us to guide them and protect them. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate all your support, and Hopefully you'll like the video, subscribe it, share it. The more we share, the more aware people will become. And it's so important that we bring awareness, especially to this subject. Thank you so much.